I woke up every morning being very angry, and you ask yourself, why am I angry? It is because being in Nigeria in 2026 is more than enough reason to be very angry whenever you wake up every morning. You ask yourself, what kind of leaders do we have in Nigeria? What kind of wickedness are these people showing to Nigeria? What kind of wicked people do we have in the name of government? Going to 2 weeks now, over 40 people were kidnapped by these so-called bandits, this federal government bandits that they are rehabilitating and also sponsoring them to kill Nigerians. You ask yourself, what is the use of military in Nigeria as of today? What is the use of the military in Nigeria as of today? If this thing can be happening consistently, no result from the military. To the extent that these people are their head is being chopped off on a live camera in a country where we have military, that over 40 people will be adopted from the school. Some of these people are kids, children that went to school to go and learn, teachers that are teaching the students are being slaughtered on a live camera by this school called bandits. And they have social media where they post these things on the internet. They go live, they call people on phone, they communicate with some of their victims' family when they are collecting ransom. And Nigerian military cannot be able to track them down. But whenever you try to expose the corruption that is into the military, it becomes a threat to national security. I ask again, what is the purpose of the military in Nigeria? What is the use of military in Nigeria as of today? If exposing the corruption that is in the military is a threat to national security, so going to school, adopt children that went to school to learn, and also adopt teachers and school principal, about 40 of them or thereabouts, taking them to the bush, beheading them on a live camera and posting it on the internet. What could be more threat to national security than this? And why are we not seeing the action of the military? It is because this thing is just a deliberate act. The government is the one sponsoring the insecurity that is going on in the country. And that is why these people have sophisticated ammunition that individual cannot purchase except government. And of course, Tinubu does not care. When Tinubu became the president, the first thing he said, he told Nigerians, is that Nigerians should tighten their belts. But of course, we didn't understand what that man meant by that statement. It is now that everybody has come to understand what this man meant by every Nigerian should tighten in their belt. But the same man who told Nigerians to tighten in their belt didn't tighten his own belt. The first thing that he did when he became the president is buying a private jet for himself, and also buying a yacht for himself. And of course, a lot of billions were located for the First Lady office of the First Lady, which we did not know when we elected the First Lady. I don't know who and who did that election, that we now have an office lady, that should be innovated with our Commonwealth. Since Tinubu became the president of Nigeria, he has traveled to, let me not lie, up to 50 countries. Nothing to show for it, not even a single thing to show for these trips. And Nigerians' taxpayers' money is what is being used to fund these trips. And when you ask what is this man going there to do, his media team will come out with their lies and propagandas that the president went to look for investors. But he has never come back home one day with any investor. Instead, some of the little companies that we have in Nigeria are leaving Nigeria because of the lawlessness and the incompetence of this president, because automatically Tinubu fuels corruption in the Nigerian system as of today. I ask again, what is the use of Nigerian military in Nigeria today? Just announce today that you are coming out for a demonstration. You will see how they will mobilize police, the DSS, and also the military, just because you are coming out to demand for basic things that should be done, that the government is supposed to be doing for the citizens. You will see the military with armored tanks. You will see them with sophisticated weapons. You will see DSS with face masks, well equipped. You will see police well equipped, just because you are coming out to demand for basic things from your government. But millions of Nigerians are being massacred on a daily basis in their communities. No presence of police, no presence of the military or DSS. And the videos has been there on the internet. These people have social media handles where they butcher Nigerians and they post it, and they make videos about it, they post it. They send letters to the communities that they are coming so day to massacre them. Even some of the communities where there is a presence of the military, the day that these people are coming, the troops will leave the community for these people to come and attack. What other evidence do you need to know? Do you need to see that Nigerian governments are the ones sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria? And of course, Gumi has become one of the biggest, supporters of these terrorists, these bandit killers, these Fulani henchmen. Because he's the person that the federal government is using to go and negotiate, to go and give them billions for them to buy more ammunition, to kill more innocent citizens. He has been one of the biggest advocates for this so-called terrorist organization in Nigeria. And you ask yourself, why is he not being arrested? Why is he not being questioned? Because he is working for the government. He's the person that is being used to go and negotiate with them. What a lawless country we live in today. To the extent that you even see the Speaker of the National Assembly rigging an election in a broad daylight in our faces like this. That is spitting on Nigerians, telling us on our face that we can do absolutely nothing about it. Billions are being missed on a daily basis in federation accounts, in NNPC accounts. Public funds are being diverted on a daily basis in different individual accounts. Corruption all over the system. And of course, the president is fueling the corruption. That is why today, so many people in his parties, in APC members, are busy buying form for next governorship election and National Assembly elections. People have corrupt cases, embezzling of public funds, and they are gallivanting on a daily basis, and they are being called white lion and different names because they are now bigger than the institution, they are now bigger than the law, because they are automatically supporting the president openly in a very criminal ways, and the president, his mouth is closed, because all these criminals, all this evil is being done in his favor. That is why nothing is being done about it. I ask again, what is the purpose? What is the use of Nigerian military as of today with all the things that is going on in the country? Do we even have a country today? That is the question every Nigerian should ask himself or herself. Do we have a country as of today? In 2026, do we have a country? What can you brag about your country today in 2026? Tell me one single thing that you would brag about this country. Everything that is in Nigeria today has been there before this government came in. There is no single thing that this government has done as of today. No single thing that you can point out that this is what Tinubu administration has done for Nigerians to benefit from. Absolutely nothing. Only a propaganda and lies. That is their only achievement. And some of you who are not talking about these real issues that is happening, people being slaughtered, you don't talk about it because it never happens to any of your family members, so you will never understand the pain of somebody's father being beheaded on a live camera. You will never understand it. Because in Nigeria, we are trained in a way that as long as it does not affect us, everything is fine. Until the day it affects us, that is when we know that everything is not fine. That is the mindset that a lot of Nigerians have today. I ask again, what is the use of Nigerian military? If a whole community can be attacked for years in a country where we have military, but it's so quick for military to pick up somebody who spoke against the corruption that is in their system. They are so quick to pick you up, and they call it a threat to national security. I ask again, what could be more threat to national security than what we are seeing today on the internet and so many communities of Nigerians being unalive on a daily basis? What country are we building? Ask yourself this question. And today, when you announce today that you are going for a demonstration, you will see how the military will be mobilized. You will see how DSS will be mobilized with masks on their faces to brutalize Nigerians, to kill the innocent citizens. But the real people who are killing Nigerians, they rehabilitate them. You ask yourself, how do this family of these victims feel when they hear that the killers of their family members are being rehabilitated in Nigeria today? They are being taken care of with our taxpayers' money. You ask yourself, what is going on in our country? What is going on our head as a people? And why are we not angry enough? Why are we not channeling our energies in all these issues? But we are on the internet every day, spreading lies and propaganda, looking for attention where there is no attention, looking for something that is not looking for us, diverting ourselves, diverting from the real issues, distraction here and there from people who are benefiting from this incompetent Tinubu administration. Ask yourself a question as a Nigeria today. Are you angry enough